All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. And good evening and good afternoon. I know I see California on here too. So whatever time it is, good evening, good afternoon. I'm going to focus tonight, tonight's training mainly on, the invitation of the business and the reasoning behind it. Okay, and why, and honestly, why we do what we do when it comes to inviting others and sharing the information the way we do with others. Now, as you know, if you don't know, okay, this Wednesday night and also next Wednesday night, so the 11th and the 18th, we're doing our launch Zooms. And for those of you that may be new or may not know what the launch Zoom is, okay, it's a 32-minute overview about the discovery of NRF2 and Protandem and an introduction to the company. Now, what I want you to understand, it's a launch Zoom, okay, but it's not an opportunity meeting like you see that corporate does on Tuesday nights. When we get notified on Tuesdays at 9 o'clock Eastern that there's an overview, don't get it mixed up, okay? They're really both overviews, okay? But there's two different approaches being taken with them. What we're doing with our invitations and our messaging is asking the people we know to be supportive. Okay, and learn more about what we're doing and be supportive. Okay, now we don't hard pitch them, we don't hard close them. Okay, but we do give them an opportunity by letting them know that they can be supportive by using the product, after they've heard about the science and the discovery behind the product. We do let them know they can be supportive by joining us in the business. And we also let them know they can be supportive by being a source of referrals for us, okay? So it's a very, very, very soft sell, okay? And what it does, it's led to many, many, many customers getting involved, some within, minutes of after the meeting ends. So one of the things I want to tell you to do, make sure that your link, okay, to your favorite products, make sure you know where that is and you have it marked and you're ready, like in your app. If you're not using the app, okay, and by now you should be using it more, but if you're not, okay, just make sure you have the link and your website available to send to people that you're inviting to take a look and be on the Zoom, okay? The last thing you want to do is have somebody text you when we finish, in some cases before we finish the Zoom, that they want the product and you got to be fishing around looking for the link, okay? You never want to do that, okay? It's a sign of not being professional, honestly. So this is the time, it's Monday. We don't have the launch Zoom for 2 days. Make sure that your tools and everything, and your links, they're there and they're ready and they're marked as your favorites. Now, one of the things I've always done, and I've said this before, I like the things that I use on a regular basis, the things I send on a regular basis, the messages that I use on a regular basis. I just like to text it to myself, to me, like I'm in my own text, okay? And I know one thing, if I need something, it's there. I may have to scroll a little bit, okay, but I'm gonna find it. If I need that ABC primetime video, if I need the link for a Tri-Synergizer, if I need a link for Vitality Stack, if I need a link for a fat burn or whatever it might be, it's there. Okay. And again, I may have to scroll a little bit, but it's there. If one of you message me and say, hey, I need that follow-up message, or hey, I need that, I know where I can find it. Okay. So all I'm saying now is whatever your method of operation is, whatever your, whatever it is, have the key things. So here's what you got to do. Imagine you're a guest and you like what April has to say about the product, okay? And you want to buy it, okay? Well, you would expect the person, okay, that told you about it to shoot you that link right over, okay? Not like you have to wait for it or anything. So that's all I'm saying. Make sure you're prepared to do business. And that's really what it comes down to. You know, this is a business that happens very, very fast. It's obviously almost exclusively done online now, okay? And people judge how you and I do things with the accuracy and the quickness in which we get information to them when they request it, okay? So a very important part, okay, of doing business. Now, we're in the process of sending out invitations for Wednesday night, okay? So it's 8:30 Eastern time, which is whatever time it is in your time zone, okay? If you're Central, it's 7:30. If you're out on the West Coast, it's 5:30, okay? But whatever it is, okay? So that invitation, if it hasn't already gone out today, should be going out tonight and tomorrow, and then following up and confirming with people on Wednesday. And one of the things, and I have a couple notes here, I don't want to forget nothing. One of the things that we have found that is very successful, okay, is about 30 minutes before the Zoom starts. So Wednesday, let's say it would be 8 o'clock because we start at 8:30. So somewhere between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, you send out a reminder to the people who confirmed that said they're going to watch. And that reminder includes the link that they need to click. Okay, so that link is going out one more time. So it's a reminder, and it's making sure that they don't need to go looking for whatever that message was that they got. Now, keep in mind, if we sent the invitation today, where is it going to be on their text thread on Wednesday? Think about it. Okay, where's it going to be? Buried. Just like, look, I got to scroll a long time to get back to messages from 2 or 3 days ago. Okay, so think it's Monday now. If you already sent it and the Zoom is on Wednesday, it's gone. Okay, so we need to send a reminder with the link on it so they don't need to go scrolling, scrambling, looking, okay, about a half hour before. You know, and I've sent you that. If you don't have it, you know, you can send me a message and I'll send it again. But it's just a, you know, looking forward to seeing you on Zoom in 30 minutes and here's the link. Okay. I mean, it's real simple. It's not a pitch. You're not selling them on anything like that. Okay. It's just a reminder. Think about your email and think about your text and what it looks like 2 or 3 days later. See, I know it's there somewhere, just like they know it's there somewhere, but you got to go looking for it. And what we're trying to do is make this as easy as possible so you don't have to go digging and looking for it. So you send it, you know, a half hour before, and then it's like, oh, that's right, that starts in 30 minutes. It's a reminder. And what they click is right there. Okay, so now you're back at the top of the feed, whether it's email or text, whatever you happen to be doing to reaching out to them. So just some good rules of thumb, okay, that'll help you when it comes to, you know, doing this. Okay, it'll be very helpful to you. Now, if you're interested, this is not definite. I just want to see who may want to do it. Okay, but if you're interested in continuing to invite people tomorrow, I am open to doing a power hour tomorrow. Not instead of Thursday, it would be an extra one. So if you guys, you know, if 5 or 6, yeah, like I said, I don't want to do it for 1 or 2, but if there's 5, 6, 7, 8 of you that want to do a power hour and send invitations out for Wednesday night's launch, okay, then I'll be available to do it. So if that's something you're interested in, I'll see how many people are interested and I'll get back to you. But you can let me know if that's something you're interested in. But on Wednesday, we have our normal chat, okay, which is at 6 o'clock. And then obviously the launch is going to be at 8:30. Now, one of the things that I also want to talk to you about tonight in this training, so much has changed in the last year and a half, since this whole COVID thing, okay? Just a lot of things have changed, and there's less and less in-person stuff, and there's more and more technology, online, social media. Well, because we're not face-to-face with people, because we're not having coffee with them, because we're not having drinks with them as much as we used to, okay? I'm not saying we don't do it. I just go about my life every day, but I'm just saying that it's just not as much for most people in most states as it used to be. And a lot more is being done online. Now, I don't know, I've heard all kinds of numbers, okay? So I don't know what's the truth and what's not. And I think of a lot of it depends on how you and I know the people that we're communicating with, or if they're really just cold LinkedIn leads or cold Facebook leads, and we really don't know them. We're just a Facebook friend with them, but that's the only way we know them. Okay, well, what I want you to understand, there's two things that come into play in this business, and they're the two biggest reasons why people quit and give up, okay? Number one, everything that we do in this business, when it comes to approaching another person, it's all about timing. That's it, okay? And we either catch a person when the timing's right or we don't. It's not about rejection. They're not ignoring us. They're not rejecting us. If they say, hey, delete me, then you delete them, okay? But we assume when somebody gets our text or gets our email or gets our voicemail or whatever it is, we assume they're saying no, okay? And it's not true, okay? If you listen to any of these social media professionals, I've heard it could be 10, 12, 15, 20 touches before action takes place. Well, what that means is I can tell you from the person to person, it was 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4, okay? So if it's, 20 versus 4, what does that tell you? At a bare minimum, and I mean bare minimum because I think the number's bigger, okay? At a bare minimum, we need to have 5 to 10 times, 5 to 10 people that we're touching for each one that we used to touch, okay? That's the way things have changed. So what we're assuming, okay, and what we, I want to get this right. What we tend to, in our own minds, to talk ourselves into is you and I, we're still living 2, 3, 4 years ago. And we're expecting that 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4 response. We're expecting that because that's the way it was before COVID, before the virus, pandemic, psycho wards. I mean, just all the craziness that went on. I think it is psycho wards, okay? But before all of this stuff happened, it was those numbers, okay? Now, since that happened and everything shifted online, everything's gone to social media, everybody, now shops online, just everything that's gone on, the numbers shifted to 10, 15, 20, 1 in 20, okay? So that's not good or bad, okay? That's just what is. So it doesn't mean it's worse. It doesn't mean it's harder. It just means it's different because, when we were talking about 1 in 3, 1 in 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago, hey, we're talking about, having 500 names in our phone, working on 20 prospects and knowing that 4 or 5 of them would join because we'd get with them face to face, okay? Well, that's not what we're dealing with anymore. Now we're dealing with thousands of contacts in our phone and on social media. And we got to allow for that same ratio, that percentage. Okay. So here's what happens. 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4, we would end up with a customer or a distributor. That's how it used to be. Okay. Now let's just say it's 1 out of 20. Okay. So why, if it's 1 out of 20, why would you think that somebody that didn't respond wasn't interested? See, it just meant not today. It just meant they have other stuff going on that's a higher priority. It just meant they're not aggravated enough to be looking to do something to change their situation. It just meant that the timing wasn't right today when we sent the message. Okay, so we got to stop thinking, well, I sent a message to everyone in my phone. Well, good luck with that. First of all, number one, I don't believe that. Okay, I haven't done that yet. Now I have 4,000 names in my phone, but I haven't done that yet. I haven't gotten that far. Okay, but even if you did, you just start over. Well, why? Because all it meant was the first time they got the message, the timing wasn't right. How many times have you and I done things after we've thought about it? Many times. Okay. I'll tell you, those of you that know me, you know, I try and take a bike ride every morning, and my routine is to ride 20 miles. It's 7 miles around and I do it 3 times. Okay. Well, I've been thinking about buying another bike. Okay. It's probably close to a year. Well, it's certainly back to Christmas anyway, 8 months. Okay. And every once in a while, and I tried doing it through mail order and it didn't work and I had to return it and it was just not right. So every time I happened to go into a Target or a Walmart or something, I just would look to see if they got a new shipment in, because I'm riding the bike for exercise. And I'm a big guy. Okay. I need a bike that's got a little meat under it. Okay. Because I'm going to wear it out. I wear out bikes and tires like there's no tomorrow. Okay. So I'm not at a place where I want to spend $5,000 or $8,000 on a professional bike. I'm not interested in being a professional biker. I'm just interested in a bike working when I want to ride it 20 miles every day and not needing to put tires on it every month. Okay. That's it. So every time I go in particular Walmart, okay, I'd look and see if they got a batch in. And the shelves have been bare forever in Walmart with bikes, okay? Well, I happened to go in today and my bike is, the one I've been wearing is worn out, okay? It is worn out, and for what it would cost to redo the gears and everything that needs to be done, I can just buy another one and throw it out, okay? So I've been waiting. And sure enough, I was in Walmart today. I went by, brand new batch of bikes, and you should have seen me trying to wheel the bike out with the cart full of stuff, you know, and this time it was just me. I was by myself. Well, I'd been thinking about it for 8 months. I went in there today. New bikes were in there. They had one my size, actually exactly what I wanted, and I got it. Okay, that is exactly what goes on with folks with buying our product or joining our business. Okay. All it means when they don't respond is just not today. But that don't mean you and I stop, okay? If we haven't touched them 15 or 20 times, then we shouldn't stop, okay? April's the queen of this, okay? She never, ever stops unless they say, delete me. She just doesn't, okay? She's gotten people involved that it's been years, and they thank her for staying persistent and consistent and professional and staying in touch. They always thank her when they end up getting involved or becoming a customer. So let's keep that in mind, okay? So the big thing for the next 2 weeks, the 2 launches, okay? That's the 2 big things. And keep in mind also that we have that virtual Saturday, and there's 7 or 8 cities where it's live, where you're going to have guest speakers, you know, all different parts of the country on the 21st. And anybody else that, you know, doesn't want to attend live or it's too far away can do it virtually. So we will have an opportunity to get all of the people that we get involved, whether it's as customers or distributors, from the next two launches that we do on the 11th, this Wednesday, and next Wednesday, the 18th, those two, okay, plugged right into some good training, okay, depending on what city you're in. I'm in Orlando. There's always one here. I know they started up in Texas now. They're in Phoenix. They're in a lot of different places now, but we can get them plugged in right away, okay? And obviously, we always have online. So let's make sure we're getting the touches in, okay? What we'll do on this Thursday on Power Hour, what we'll do is everyone that said they were going to be on Wednesday night that weren't on, we'll do some follow-up. We'll follow up and see, ask them if they want the video, okay? If, you know, it's the same thing. You know, if I sent you the replay or the video of last night, would you watch it? And, you know, you get them to commit to watching it by making an appointment with you. Okay. So we'll go over all of that, but let's remember, they are not rejecting us when we think they're ignoring us. That is not what is going on. We're in the new world of anywhere from 10 to 20 touches, not 1 in 3. Okay. We're in a new world. It's not personal. It's just different, okay? But you know, you and I, we have a lot of names and numbers in our phones. We have a lot of names and touches that we can make through social media. It's just different, okay? But it's that simple, okay? So anyway, I'm out of time tonight. Let me know if you're interested in spending an hour inviting tomorrow for, you know, we'll do it for Wednesday's launch Zoom. And we'll be on Chat Wednesday. Again, Wednesday night will be the launch. And then Thursday we'll do the Power Hour. So anyway, I hope that helps. If you're missing anything or need something or accidentally deleted, let me know what it is and I'll get it over to you, okay? So have a good night, everyone. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.